Flavor on 947.
9 till 12, Monday to Friday.
This is 947.
So earlier on, I spoke about the importance of maths in the country, and it goes without saying that a lot of us continue to face, challenges, even in our adult lives as far as maths. And maybe it all began with the sort of foundation we got or how much attention we're paying in class. But the reality is that mathematics education continues to be a hot topic in the country. Many learners lack access. If it's not that, it's perhaps the quality teaching and even the support they need to get through it. So introducing a brilliant idea, an initiative that has brought great minds together, Shaya Izibalo Maths Institute has gone and partnered with Primedia Cares to bring you an excellent platform that was founded in 2021 by mathematics educator Paul De Villiers to really give access to learners who need mathematics support. But I'm not the expert. Paul is here to tell you and I all about it. Good morning.
Morning, Mo. Thanks so much for having us on the show. We're really excited by this opportunity and we're very grateful to you and to Primedia Cares.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming through. It goes without saying the challenges with mathematics. I want to start with what inspired this idea. What was that moment that made you realize that South Africa needs a platform like this?
Yeah, so I've been very, very blessed with the places that I've taught, the people with whom I've taught, the schools in which I've taught. And I really just felt it was time to make my privilege available to others in the form of a blessing to others. So the whole rationale behind SIMI, the Shaya Izibalo Maths Institute, is to broaden access to mathematics.
So tell me about this platform. What is it? I believe it's aimed for learners grade 8 to 12, but what does it give them?
Yeah, so essentially our model is a write-in workbook. So we believe in the idea of a workbook rather than a textbook. Workbooks ensure engagement. They also ensure coverage, but they also ensure efficiency. So, for example, when a learner's got to draw a graph, the axes are provided. And then in tandem with that, the sweet spot is the intersection of that and then videos of myself teaching to every single page of the workbook. And those videos are available on the Primedia Plus app.
Brilliant.
And then also on the simi.education website. Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. It's also something that I can't wrap my head around, right, Paul? The demonizing of maths. People still say it's difficult. When I was growing up, everybody says, "Oh, maths is difficult," etc. Where does that come from? How do we look at maths when we deal with it, especially in the minds of learners at this level of education?
Yeah, it's all about how one's taught. One of our sort of rallying calls for SIMI is Izibalo Ziqaqeke, which basically means maths makes sense. It hangs together, and it really does. It wasn't handed down on stone tablets like the commandments. It was actually created. It was created by people like you and me to help us better understand our world. And properly taught, mathematics is incredibly accessible. It always makes sense, and it's a very kind of coherent subject. Unfortunately, it's very often not properly taught.
Which then segues me into this talking point around the fact that learners don't teach themselves math.
Yeah.
So how does SIMI, if in any way, aid the teaching process? Is it something that teachers and educators can use as well?
Absolutely, yeah. So one of our sort of primary goals is really to support teachers. So one of our sort of ideas is that teachers would use these resources themselves in the classroom. If they are unconfident about introducing a topic, they could watch the video of me teaching it in preparation for teaching it himself or herself. And irrespective, we want the learners to access the videos. But I think a big thing is the sort of experience of trying to make maths relatable. So if I said to you, I've got a $10 note and a R100 note here, if I had to ask you which of these you would prefer, you would probably know, but many people wouldn't know. They'd think, well, 100 sounds better than 10.
Yes.
And it's exactly the same if I asked you if you wanted 3/5 of a pizza or 2/3 of a pizza. It's the same thing. So great teachers really make connections to other more familiar contexts for learners. And all that teaching is embedded in the workbooks.
Absolutely. I love you speak of that because you yourself, were a teacher or are a teacher at Michael House.
Correct.
Which is a highly reputable institution, and you have experience in dealing with that. I have to ask you about proven results.
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
parents listening in and they're thinking, okay, cool, great idea with the Shaya Izibalo Maths Institute. It's on Primedia Plus. It's accessible. It's free. But does it actually work? So can you give me an example, you know, since 2021 of a proven result where Simi moved a learner from this point to that point?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you plenty.
Yeah.
It's probably helpful to give you a kind of a specific individual. So, a young learner called Trilimpilo at the end of grade 11 got 7% for maths. That was at the end of 2024.
Right.
The end of 2025, 52%. Yeah, so
Wow.
significant. And then, you know, with last year's grade 12s, we managed to increase their grade 11 end of year mark by more than 10% for hundreds of them, by more than 20% for sort of dozens of them, yeah,
Sure.
and by more than 30% for many of them as well, yeah.
No, it's brilliant. And practically speaking, if you have learners that want to get into university or higher education and they're looking to have decent math mark, it becomes important what you ultimately get at the end of it all. So
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's brilliant. Paul De Villiers has been chatting to you now about Shaya Izibalo Maths Institute, a great platform initiative put together with Primedia Cares. It's available on Primedia Plus. It's a learner platform, but also for teachers. You can access it for free. So download the app or go to primediaplus.com and check it out. Paul, we're out of time. At least my maths is decent enough to help me navigate a radio show.
Thank you so much for having us here. We really appreciate it.
This is really brilliant. And I always say with math, all the help we can get, all the support we can get is really crucial. So thank you so much for this platform, and big up to Primedia Cares as well for seeing the value in this too.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Brilliant stuff. Paul De Villiers, maths educator, and of course, the man behind Shaya Izibalo Maths Institute. It's done the wonders. It is on Primedia Plus, and it's a great initiative with Primedia Cares.
Need a beat to brighten your day? 947's got you. Music,